What is happening, my friends? Birdman 316 here again with an update on this one. You remember last show, we were only running on this pickup because that one was broken. But now, there's a whole new one in there. It's not another Epiphone. I thought about getting another set of Epiphones and stealing the bridge pickup out of it and put it back in here so they'll match, right? So I got to thinking, I said, well, I'll just go on a hunt. I would really like to find me another Alnico 2. And to my ears, I think an Alnico 2 P90 in the bridge sounds better than an Alnico 5. For some reason, I like the Alnico 5 in the neck. Of course, I honestly think this here is actually a ceramic pickup. Because the magnets, unless they change the color of the magnets on me or something. I always thought that the magnets, the dark gray looking magnets, were ceramics, and the silvery looking chrome aluminum looking ones were Alnicos. This one has a dark grayish magnet, and the label says Alnico, but I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, it sounds awesome. This here has a silvery magnet and is clearly labeled on the website, and Sandman 8753. That's where this pickup came from. That YouTube, no, the eBay store. Sorry about that, guys. Haven't had my Mountain Dew yet. I'm working on it right now anyway. This is an Alnico, and I think this is a ceramic. But who says that Alnicos and ceramics can't play together well and get along, right? So let's stop jabber-jawing. Let's play some, try to play some chords. A friend of mine used to run a blues, open mic blues jam on every Tuesday night. He said, Mike, you gotta learn your chords. You gotta learn your chords. He's from New York. He said, you gotta learn your chords. I know a couple chords. I don't know what they are, but they're chords. Here's one right here. I don't know what it is, but it's a chord. That's a chord. I don't know what it is, but anyway, here we go. You heard a few individual notes before I introduced myself as Birdman 360, right? By the way, we're playing clean, no pedals activated. Now, let's flip over to the bridge. I don't know what it is about that A2 Alnico 2 magnet. Let's just see something. I know it can. I just want you guys to hear it. This thing can surf. This pickup right here is a surf monster. Check it out. I can do that part better with my fingers. I don't know why, but here we go. There's something about this one that it's not doing right now. You hit it and it kind of makes this funny little noise, but I'm guessing being that it's a P90, you're always going to get some 60 cycle hum when they're each by themselves. So we're about to hear some magic on the bridge. Back up to the neck. Okay, you heard that one and that one. Now, we're in the middle, we got both on, and that usually is supposed to be hum canceling, right? This one's wound backwards, and I guess the orientation north and south of the poles, whatever all that stuff means. In other words, when you put them together, you have hum canceling. Of course, we're in a small apartment. We're not going to be cranking this thing really high anyway, because you know, the neighbor next door there is home, the neighbor downstairs is home, so we're not going to be doing too much to irritate anyone, right? Now check this out. Have you noticed anything? You notice there's no chirp. The normal chirp that you hear when you have a two pickup guitar like a Telecaster or something with P90s in it, or even Jaws monsters. This pickup here is wired correctly to the switch, and so is this one. But it's not a mated, calibrated, matched pair. You notice this came from another different kit. That came from a different kit. So therefore, someone between these two companies where these pickups came from did something different. Even though they're wired correctly to the switch, they're still out of phase. But that, to me, is a very pleasant surprise. I have a gold top Chibson Les Paul I was going to change the pickups in, and deliberately on purpose wire the neck one backwards so that in the middle position we get out of phase. But this one here is wired perfectly correct. I don't know if someone maybe decided to do the magnet placement different. I don't know, but whatever the case is, this was a unexpected pleasure to me. Let's have some individual action going on here. First thing I thought of when I heard that, when I hit the strings for the first time after putting this in, immediately Peter Green just popped right in my mind. Because that's how his guitar was. Something happened to his neck pickup. It got broken somehow and he had it rewound. Something got screwy with it. Had a different cable on it than the bridge pickup did. And you all know the rest of the story. It's a very famous tone. And some of the other guys too, like Albert King, his was out of phase too in the middle position. And I'm thinking that Mickey and Sylvia, his 56 Les Paul somehow was factory goofed and his was out of phase in the middle position. But if you listen to that song Love Is Strange, you'll hear that very clearly. Let's put on the Joyo British Marshallish. Oh yeah, there we go, check it out. We're still in the middle position, out of phase. It's more pronounced, you got some dirt in there, right? This is my honest opinion here, my personal opinion. In order to have a guitar like this with two pickups in it, in order for a guitar like this to sound good out of phase, it has to be at least a P90, a pair of humbuckers, or you can have a Strat style single coil here and a humbucker, because the humbucker's got the beef to make it sound better to me, make it sound a little more thicker than a Strat that happens to be wired accidentally or an unmatched pickup set, and in your either 2 or your 4 position you have the out of phase going on. That's just my opinion. But you might like that sound of the single coils being out of phase, right? These are single coils, but they're beefy single coils. Let's go up to the neck and hear what this thing is. Well, you already know, but in case you haven't heard, but here we go, try it again. I don't know what kind of magnet that is. Ceramic, Alnico, I don't care. Yeah, you hear a little, I don't know if you guys can hear it. I hear a little buzz. But it's natural for a P90 by itself to have some buzz. Now when I release the strings, even in the middle position, it's got a little buzz. I don't know what's going on. Maybe a ground issue. I don't know, but I don't play at stage volume, so it's okay. But if you were going to play this at stage volume, you might need to get that ground sorted out. But anyway, we are back on the bridge pickup with overdrive, the Marshall pedal. That thing's gnarly. I know an Alnico 5 one sounds good, but for some reason the Alnico 2 just has that, I don't know, it's got that thing, right? Speaking of thing, check this out. Let's see if it'll do that Peter Green thing. Oh yes, you hear that? Oh yes, guys. Yes. Man, I tell you, this one now is the best this ever been in its entire existence. Of course, that's one bird brain's opinion. Now, some people might have liked it better with the stock pickups, but wasn't really anything wrong with stock pickups. To me, they sounded kind of weak and thin. But this one here, the way they are now, even though it's an accidental, happy accident, they're not a matched, calibrated pair. They just happen to be out of phase when you have them both on. Hey, to me, that's a plus, that's a bonus. To me, but hey, your mileage may vary. Let's check something out. We have the Phasey Cream over here. Oh yeah, there we go. You remember that song by Nirvana, Heart-Shaped Box, right? Check this out. This is the very last part of that song. Let's hear how this P90 handles it. Wow. Pretty crazy, huh? think Nick Dale would do any fuzz, but if you ever did, that's probably what it might have sounded like. Pretty crazy, pretty crazy. Let's check the middle position with fuzz, with out of phase too. Check it out. You can hear it coming through. Check the neck right quick on the fuzz. Crazy, crazy. Now for the fun of it, we're going to add the Marshall clone-ish pedal by Joyo. They got it labeled British, but we all know it's the Marshall sound. Now we're here again. I'll get that one of these days. Now we're on the bridge again. Well, my friends, I think I might have woken enough people up already. I don't think it was that bad. I don't even think the dB meter, I hadn't even looked at it all the time I was playing with this thing. I'm guessing it might have hit 85 tops. It's not too bad. I've been told that's an acceptable practice volume or so. Some people practice like 100 plus decibels. Wow. But anyway, my friends, this is the follow-up on the replacement pickup for this. I'm very pleased at how it turned out. I think this guitar was still there, I believe. Amazon still has these. I think these are like $159, I think. It doesn't come with a gig bag or anything, but the sides, I mean, like I said, everything is nice. Now, my first green one I got in early 24, I believe, last year, like early February, happened to have a neck break right here. It's not Grote's fault. It's these shippers that throw these things around like they're beach balls or something. It's their fault, not the guitar company's fault. It's their fault. But anyway, guys, I want everyone to do me a monstrosity of a favor. Have a great day. Have a great night wherever you may be. And as always, keep rocking. Make the world a much better place, my friends. This is Birdman 316. Sayonara.